In this video segment, we'll explain the benefits of Wila's new standard crowning. When bending long sheets of metal, it's especially important for the bed of your press brake to be perfectly flat. Otherwise, your bend angles can fluctuate, creating a flaring effect. Until recently, it's been standard procedure for press brake operators to insert paper or brass shims under the dies to compensate for this deflection. This shimming process is a trial and error procedure that can easily take a half hour or more, even for the most experienced operators. But now there's a better way to conquer deflection: Wila's new standard crowning. This system eliminates shimming forever by leveling the press brake bed with the turn of a crank. Here's how the new standard crowning works. Inside every new standard crowning, there are two matching steel devices that make up what we call the Wila wave. When the operator turns the crank or activates the CNC controlled motor, the lower wave moves laterally against the upper wave. This motion actually increases the height of the new standard crowning, raising the die proportionately. This effectively compensates for the deflection that occurs in every press brake. On many brakes, small initial localized adjustments are needed to achieve a truly flat bed. That's why the new standard crowning waves incorporate a slight pitch, allowing for fine-tuning with these local adjustment screws. With Wila new standard crowning, the operator still makes a test bend at the beginning of a production run. But instead of correcting the bend by shimming, he need only turn the crank to reach the desired adjustment. There are other crowning systems on the market, but they either compensate only in the center of the brake, or else they require a lot of time-consuming manual adjustments. Wila's new standard crowning is different than any other system because it provides compensation over the entire length of the brake without any manual adjustments. Yet, despite its technical sophistication, it is surprisingly simple to use. In fact, most operators require only a few minutes of training. New standard crowning is at least 10 times faster than manual shimming. In practical terms, if your brake operator shims the press brake bed 8 times a day, and if it normally takes 15 minutes each time, new standard crowning could save over an hour and a half of productive time over an 8-hour shift. If your labor rate is $45 per hour and you operate 2 shifts, it could save you $46,000 per year and would pay for itself in as little as 3 months. Nearly every major press brake manufacturer is now equipped to install new standard crowning on a new press brake. It's also easy to retrofit it, so you can improve the productivity of your existing brakes as well. Of course, new standard crowning works well with Wila precision dies, but it also works well with standard American-style dies. Dies can be inserted anywhere and can be clamped hydraulically or secured manually with a lower tool clamping bar. Whether installed on a new brake or an existing brake, Wila's new standard crowning increases press brake productivity by eliminating time-consuming shimming, cutting downtime between jobs to an absolute minimum. In addition, because there's no shimming involved, it enables less experienced operators to achieve better bends faster. And it cuts down on scrap too, because the operator can usually reach an acceptable bend with a single test piece. For more information about new standard crowning, contact your local Wila distributor.